I think it's difficult to capture the beatniks because they were so raw at the time. You know, when Howl came out, when On the Road came out, it was like new and overnight kind of explosions in a way. And so when you go back, 50 years later now, when you try and revisit that, you've got the burden of capturing the period, accurately, but also somehow translating that freshness, that was there. And so I think Robin Jeffries' approach is great because it's kind of at a unusual angle. This movie, I feel like it has this spirit of a documentary. They come from the documentary world. I think this project originated as a documentary, and one of my professors at NYU wrote a treatment for when it was just a doc. And I think all the dialogue is based on either the real court transcripts or real interviews that Ginsburg gave, and so it feels kind of like a reenactment almost more than a movie in some ways. In other ways, it is a movie, but I like kind of that unusual off-angle approach, and I think it's a really interesting and very smart way to kind of capture this period and this material. As far as Howl, it's a very imagistic poem. It's it sounds like reading when I read about the case, the trial over Howl, like they were kind of. It was difficult for them to figure some things out, or people kept saying, well, it's poetry and it has no one meaning and you can't derive a single meaning from it, and you can't. But also in other ways the poem seems very autobiographical, or it seems like he's using a lot of biography of friends and people that he knew and experiences that he and his friends had. And so you can approach it on that level, and in that sense, it's kind of a chronicle of, what these people were doing. These people that were trying to kind of find a new way in American literature and a new kind of voice. And it's a real, it really encapsulates that spirit, at its inception.